What's up, guys? Driver through Joe here with a very, very special interview today. I'm here with my friend Icy, but let's talk about the man of the hour here. We have Lance Priebe. You all know him as Rocketsnail, of course, the creator of Club Penguin. He's also the CEO of Hyper Hippo Productions and Rocketsnail Games, and he has developed other video games such as Mech Mice, Adventure Capitalists, and Epic Snails. But one of his newest projects is going to be a focus of this interview today, and that is his upcoming virtual world, Box Critters. So first of all, Lance, thank you for taking the time to do this interview with us today. It's means a lot.
Oh, you're very welcome. I look
Yeah,
forward to answering a bunch of questions.
yeah. And we also got a lot of fan questions too submitted in the Discord, but we'll read those towards the end. It's gonna be good. Also, for those of you guys who submitted the questions, thank you. And if you're not in the Discord server yet, please be sure to join it right now. It is discord.me/rocketsnail. That's right, we're official now, so go ahead and do that. And yeah, we'll get ready to rock and roll here. Um, so first up, uh, when did you get the idea for Box Critters? When did this kick in?
Oh, when? Oh, my goodness. Very early on in Hyper Hippo, right after Mech Mice, actually, we started creating a game called Lexicon Heroes. Was working with Chris Hendricks, who you guys know him as Screen Hog.
Right.
Love him, man. Love him.
We were toying around with just a new idea for a new type of virtual world at that time. Most of the team at Hyper Hippo at that time came from the Club Penguin team. We're at the end of the day, the Lexicon Heroes, it was an interesting game. So you'd go around and journey and find letters, like little Scrabble letters, and then you'd collect them. And the game was unique. You'd collect them and then assemble them into words, and that word would then spawn the objects, characters, or monsters in the world.
Wow.
So we were actually getting that to work. But in early testing, it was determined the game just simply was not fun. And you could really tell. We would watch people play it, and they would just avoid everything.
Okay.
Jeez.
So that game was retired. It was just usually we don't end a game; we just put them on the shelf and we start thinking about it. And Hyper Hippo, by the way, to date is over 200 different prototypes of games.
Oh man.
Wow.
And when you see our library of Adventure Capitalist and Venture Communist, and if you follow Tap Cats and the other ones, they're all coming out. Those are some of the games that have really worked. That game was put away. A couple of years later go by. I was spending most of my time just coaching the teams, growing the different groups, and getting the business side working. And then I started dabbling back into virtual worlds again, just before Epic Snails or so, a little bit before that, probably a year before. From that point, I just had this idea. I want to do a new virtual world. I really, really want to do it. I love virtual worlds. I'm big into. I actually call myself a digital toy maker. That's the title I want to be called.
That's a good word.
I'm not a game designer. A lot of people credit me for a lot of the games. I actually didn't make very many mini games in Club Penguin. It's really just the Ballistic Biscuit knockoff one. I don't even remember what it's called. Hydro Hopper.
Oh yeah,
And,
baby.
Yeah, man.
And then when Kala and I can't call it Fine 4. The other one. Is it Fine 4? What
Mancala
and Fine.
Can't call it the one that Hasbro.
Connect 4.
Well, I'll call it by its original name, the Captain's Mistress. That's the actual name for that game. If you want to do a little gaming history, the Captain's Mistress, Mr. Captain Cook, was sailing. They discovered that game. A little side note here, and the executives or the leadership crew of the ship were always away in the captain's quarters with the doors closed, obsessed with Captain's Mistress, the game.
Wow.
And the crew kept wondering where he went, and that's why the name. And everybody knows it as Fine 4. It was actually rolling marbles down a tray. Where was I? That was a total distraction. Anyway, Box Critters. Where does it come from? I always just want to make a virtual world. So talking with Cody, he's the creator of Venture Capitalist. He's actually one of the writers at Club Penguin. A lot of surprising things. He actually wrote often for Antarctic, and he helped write a lot of the. If you guys remember when it went dark and everybody's trying to get Herbert and all that stuff. That's all
Operation Blackout.
Operation Blackout. Him and Chris Glidden and all those guys wrote all that stuff.
Wow.
Cody's the creator of Adventure Capitalist. And we just started riffing on what would make a great new virtual world. And we started coming up with these ideas to like put a little, revealing some of my secrets here. I'm like, so what would be interesting now in the future? What would drive people? What's the habits today? And this is why the name Box Critters and the interest I have. And I went like, we're really Instagram feeds. We're watching each other. We're paying attention. We're doing things and engaging. So imagine a virtual world today where you don't have to log in. You don't have to look. You don't have to walk around. You don't actually have to move around the rooms. But you could peek in and get a feed of your friends, and here's what they've accomplished, what score they're at. You could push like. You could go, great, that's awesome. Or you could just, if you like that game or they get a score, just hit that picture of the game, and then wham, you're in that game, and you start playing it, and you compete against the other player. Or swipe it off, and just start moving around the world. Box Critters, to give it away the little secret here, it's a world full of critters, and every week you're going to get a box. And it's going to be up to you, the entire community, to figure out what to do with the box.
Wow.
The box could be Halloween, for example. You guys are going to have to unpack all of it, and I hope you get to the end of it before we take away the box.
Oh, that sounds.
Oh man,
that sounds fun. Going to run out because the next box is
great.
Because the next box is coming. So that's going to be the curious thing. So a lot of people like that idea of the rooms and everything switching. But how do you get it delivered to you? That's what we're trying to work on.
Okay.
Well, leave no box behind, guys.
Hey.
Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I've actually followed Box Critters for a while now. I even made a video like a couple years ago when I first heard about it. And it was more 3D based, including the website. There was a website. And it looked much different than what you've shown us now, which is the pirate ship it looked like 2D. So
what happened?
Yeah, what made you make the change from 3D to 2D?
Oh, huge technology problems. So what you're seeing in the old 3D is actually the Lexicon artwork. We were modifying it and everything for Box Critters. We liked the direction it was going. We were keeping it simple. At the end of the day, we still wanted a web-based game. A lot of things have been changing around in the market right now. For us to create, so Epic Snails, one of the big tests with Epic Snails, I did this last year, is just how do we create an update every single week on multiple platforms? And I'll tell you guys, that was hard. Between Apple, Google, and Steam, we were missing some of those dates throughout this last 6 months. But overall, we did a good job.
Oh, great job.
It didn't seem like it was lightweight, just a couple items and stuff like that. But as a team, just trying to learn how to release it day and date all the time. Box Critters, we want to be even faster. And that's where it's going to get more difficult. So we picked a really lightweight art style, even that 3D light art style that we had. What our hope is that Unity was going to get... Unity had... I don't know if you guys know all the history. So Unity used to work in the web browser.
Yes.
And it got turned off.
I never heard why, though.
So all the browsers stopped allowing for what's called the Netscape extensions. No more extensions were allowed. Flash was the only one remaining. Flash is on its final legs because the plan is there's going to be no more extensions for any web browser.
Rest in peace, man. Good times.
So no more extensions. QuickTime, everything will be removed.
Jeez.
Well, you're now just playing MP4 is a native HTML5 format. So everything is now directly through the browser. So Unity was removed. Flash was now being removed. Eventually, Unity re-announced a new HTML5 export version. I'm sorry if anyone's ever tried it. It is really slow.
Hey.
We had hoped that it would work. We actually have a running version of Epic Snails that runs entirely in your web browser.
Wow.
but you got to wait a good 10 minutes to start it.
Jeez.
And Unity's working on new stuff. As of January 1st, they just released what's called the Tiny Build. And it's a micro version of Unity, and it actually does work in like Facebook messengers, lightweight stuff like that. And it's a beautiful thing, but it's only 2D.
Okay. It could be good or bad. I mean, depending what you do.
So these journey things went up and down, up and down, up and down. And in the end, I just made a decision in the last couple months, because I've got all this concept art and worlds and starting to plan out box critters. And I'm like, okay, it's time to start building. And I want to be able to build this for everyone. A lot of the fan mail I get is nothing in the United States and stuff. It's actually all Brazil, South America, emerging countries, Africa, Asian countries, APAC areas, Middle East, etc. They got the end of Club Penguin. They want more of it.
You're right.
They don't have the connection to play the big 3D stuff. They want the lightweight stuff. And I went, okay, well then I need to build this for the entire world, including penguins in Antarctica. So gonna just focus on HTML5. It's what I actually know. It's my native programming. I'm a web designer by trade, and I love working in it. I'm gonna keep it really lightweight. What you haven't seen though is that everything you see in that hamster demo works in Unity as well.
Really?
So it just works. Because what I'm actually doing is I'm just using HTML5 as a visual client. It's just rendering JSON objects on screen. And all Unity does is, well, it's just a rendering client that renders objects on screen. So you just create a format that you can do it. My server is actually powering everything. Wow. It's just saying, put this art here, put there, go load the asset, drop it on the screen, move it around, do whatever. But the client just has to listen. It just goes, okay, sure. But then it will work everywhere. And a lot of people miss, even more missing. Like if you're a business user, you would have known about Slack and different things like that. The Slack application and stuff. It's kind of like Discord, but for businesses. That's what we use in all our offices.
Okay.
Slack, I believe even Discord is entirely powered by HTML5, by the way.
Is it really?
So
I did not know that.
They're actually Chrome instances running in your tabs.
No kidding. That would make sense.
So I want it to run everywhere, because based on the fan mail, I want to run everywhere. I'm also wanting to make another world like Epic Snails, which is going to be just high-end, beautiful, 3D, pretty. But this one has to run everywhere.
This has to be for everybody. No,
that's
great, man.
So I've decided just go with HTML5, just go with light 2D. I talked to a lot of the Club Penguin former people, a lot of the artists and things. I said, what'd you guys like better, doing the Club Penguin Island or the Club Penguin Classic? Of course, they said,
for sure.
Island. Beautiful. It shows off.
Oh, they like Island?
Well, it shows off.
Well, all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But they said they were really, really sad that it would take months to build it. Right? It would take a long, and then they said, but in the 2D Classic, I don't know if everyone really knows, there's only 2 to 4 artists that do all the parties.
You could tell a little bit. I stopped playing towards 2012, more towards when they started changing it. But yeah, the old school.
20 rooms.
Oh yeah,
it's
4 artists. That was it.
That's a lot to just freehand come up. I mean, dude, you went. I mean, what was the dude's name? You told me before, way back. It was originally Bitmap. Right from Photoshop.
Yeah,
to Bitmap,
there was a guy named Peter I hired off the internet.
Yes,
to help
Peter.
Me start drawing. He just I just found his listing on an Illustrator site and said, "Here, I need these drawings." And that's how it usually works.
No, yeah.
Most of the artists are just hired off Freelancer, Dribble, wherever you are, Station. Doesn't matter where it is. You get your applications.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Club Penguin was really
Good
just
times.
a small team just making all the parties. There was a
unbelievable.
team of 2 girls that made every single clothing item.
What?
That was it?
Are you kidding me?
They were machines. You'd come in every day and going, "What are you drawing?" That's it. Look at that.
Wow.
Another hat.
Wow.
10 years later, what are you drawing? More hats.
Wow, that's all I gotta say.
Wow.
That wasn't expected right there. I think that's gonna
No,
blow up
people.
people's minds.
Interesting fact there, guys. Hopefully you heard
well,
it.
there was a catalog team, an item team, a background party team. There was the newspaper team. So as you start to add them, the art team gets very large.
I mean, 2005, you didn't have GitHub, and how did you
2005 was just Chris and I.
Oh, well. All right. Let's go a little bit right before Disney, before you sold it. How'd you keep everything organized? And how did you?
You guys want Club Penguin or Box Critters? Which one are we jumping around?
Yeah, we're
all right. It's gonna be. It's the same story though. Okay.
Just okay.
I learned a lot of lessons from Club Penguin, and I want to go even faster.
Okay. Makes
sense.
And
Box Critters is my attempt to go even faster. So it's a question of why are you doing 2D? And I'm like, we had a little conversation before the interview started, and I think these guys might put it at the end. But basically,
probably.
Yep.
Today, the average audience is watching Instagram, Snapchat. Like, if your kids are on here, they're probably on TikTok and all that stuff, right? The content speed is unbelievably fast.
Yes.
So a future virtual world needs to go at that speed.
Makes sense.
Penguin's original speed, even the classic, is not fast enough.
Right.
Correct.
So 2D allows me to. My plan is actually to have a really, really small team, very small team. We're thinking actually 4 to 8 for the whole team.
Wow.
But then we want to start a job or a project board, and we're going to list everything. And if you qualify, artists, musicians, whatever, we're just going to start passing all those projects on to the community. We think we can get a couple hundred people working on this and just adding endless amounts of content.
Wow.
But I have to figure all the legal structures and all that stuff for it. I've talked to a couple people on Twitter. I'll probably post a couple of the small art jobs on like Upwork or freelancer.com or something like that. But just to get going. But that's the big vision. Big vision is to let you, the community, just fill it with content.
That's unbelievable. There's a lot of artists in this community, man.
There is. And a lot of really good ones.
I got a quick suggestion. I know you're keeping the art simple, but I heard a lot of mixed feelings about it, but at the same time, a lot of positive. Have you ever thought about a day and night system?
Yeah. This new one will probably support it a lot better.
Okay.
Due to the idea that we're playing with. Yeah, day and night. Perfect. It could definitely happen. The trick is when is it day and when is it night? That's
okay. No, check this out though. Here's a good suggestion. So I thought about using
a light switch on the wall, and everybody votes to either flick it up or flick it down. How about that?
Hey, you could do it like that. The only bad thing about having like a set time, I feel like that's why you didn't do it on Club Penguin. Because if you have a set like Penguin Standard Time, if it was to be nighttime, when it's nighttime in Club Penguin, some users around the world may only experience daytime or nighttime. But if you were to base it off local, I don't know. Local time's how I always thought about doing it, but it would be different for everyone. But I think you just hit me with the best idea ever. A light switch, people vote for it. I don't know where those ideas come from, but I like it.
Oh, I grew up on Monty Python. Just ruined my whole brain.
It ruined my whole brain.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny.
What else you got for him, Joe? I know you got some good questions.
Yeah, so kind of on the topic of the design and stuff in Club Penguin. This is kind of my observation. Could be totally wrong, but obviously, we know you've been in talks with Disney and working a deal with getting the Club Penguin rights back and all that. But after
whatever it is,
but after like all this time, it just seems like it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So did that kind of push you to make Box Critters more of a priority?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I've been in a lot of talks with the Disney guys. We're always talking. They're local, so the studio's right here.
Okay.
We talk, we do coffees, etc. The Disney team. This is where a lot of people, I actually get quite sad. A lot of people say that Disney ruined it. The reality is that's the same Kelowna team. There wasn't actually any extra management, so there's whatever.
Okay.
Who can decide? The corporate
Okay.
Disney is more of the business decisions. So they're the ones that decide things like, you know, we're going to open Club Penguin or close Club Penguin or move its servers or add a language or do something like that.
They did it right. They did it right.
So corporate right now is the guys I've been talking to. That's your down in California team. If you dig around on the Disney websites, you will notice that they're restructuring all of their interactive. There is no interactive team. So Jam City just took over all their Match 3 games and everything else. So all their games are actually leaving the company.
Wow.
So that's where I've been talking, and I've been just sharing, you know, if you guys are thinking of moving Club Penguin somewhere, I'm happy to also take on that discussion. Sadly, there's been no discussion, so I can't say much.
Yeah.
All I know is they're busy doing what they do, and you just have to wait. They're a large corporation. They have lots of plans, a lot of schedules. Come on, guys, you got to really answer the question. Do you want Avengers 5 or do you want Club Penguin? You know,
right.
No, I leave the past in the past, man.
Exactly.
Best time of my life.
I don't think it's gone forever. It will come back. No different than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles went away, came back. Everything will come back.
Everything.
It was a popular brand. It will come back. In the next, I don't remember what the calculation is. I think it's 5-6 years from now. It's when all the original Club Penguin kids have kids.
Me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm 23. Yeah.
So that's when the discussion will probably really start to happen.
No, I mean that makes sense, man. That's you know, that's crazy.
Why
Time
My Little Pony gets rebooted. He-Man gets rebooted. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers is back. You know,
Toy Story 4.
It's gonna just
it happens.
It's what we do.
Okay, that's great. I mean, dude, I'm more than excited for Box Critters. Like everyone in the community is ready for it.
Like as soon as you showed that room with the hamster in it, everybody just went wild.
That's a quick question while we're here that you brought that up. Hamsters hopping or jumping or moving in its own style. Does that mean no feed items?
Yeah, I mean they kind of look like they look like a pawn on a trouble board. They fit right in the little hole.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm just curious.
I wanted something really simple once again. The
fine with me.
The hamsters actually come from one of our projects that didn't work. It was about a bunch of pirate hamsters. The
this guy loves pirates, man.
I love pirates.
Pirates and ninjas.
The only thing we never got to add, well, I guess we got to add space. I wanted space.
Ooh,
because the best games in the world have secret agents, pirates, zombies, space, and it's just that's all Club Penguin was. It's like, come on. I remember going to game developers conferences and everybody says, to make a great game, you need these 5 things. I'm like, great, check. I always joke to people, I'm not an animator. So when I made the first Penguin, I always show my hand waddling like left, right, left, right, left, right. I said, that's about the extent of my animation skills.
Jeez.
So it worked for penguins. And I'm like, okay, well, I need every critter to work. So, and they need to all be able to move, and they all need to be able to carry all the same items, like hats and items and everything. So this is just a universal shape is all I'm working on here.
I mean,
will they have feet? Probably. I don't know what it'll be. Maybe we should put like stamps on their bottoms and they jump around, they stamp the floor as they go. I don't know, whatever. We'll figure it out. The thing is, it can totally change later. It's not
always
right. There's always. Nothing ever stays.
I've never seen a game change. Yeah, I've never seen a game stay the same after.
But the head pill shape is identical to the snail head shape. So I've already got my 300 items for epic snails that have yielded.
Wow.
Well, actually,
Hey.
speaking of items, though, I guess for the critters, if they won't have feet, I guess, they'll just have like head items and face items or body
Skins,
items,
maybe? Who
Yeah,
skins,
knows?
possibly.
probably backpacks, and you have to jump in. You land on the edge of the
Wow.
pop to the middle, right?
Mhm.
No, wait, that's Fortnite.
Oh, man.
we'll
Hey.
get. We'll have a whole bunch of stuff. There's more than you think I'm planning. They are pirates, so expect your ship. Expect
Oh,
to move a ship.
Oh,
Expect. I
okay.
like. So I have
now
to
we're
deal with.
talking.
You have to deal with vehicles and stuff too. You don't just have to have feet.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
okay. Okay. I like that. I like that.
So
Oh, yeah.
now you get to decorate a vehicle.
Ooh, all right. Grand Theft Auto
Uh,
now.
yeah.
Wow.
So
This is
and
awesome.
I hope you crew your pirate ship too with your friends. So
Oh, I definitely will.
um,
Yeah,
and I
absolutely.
wonder where you'll set sail to. But anyway, we'll figure it out.
Ooh, that's
Hey, man.
awesome.
A lot of hints coming, guys. A lot
Yeah.
of
A lot
hints.
of hints.
So you said there would be PvP or PvP or PvE involved. Can you go into a little bit further detail and kind of how that would work?
Okay, you're calling my bluff here.
Bluff.
I don't entirely know.
Okay.
So I'm leaning one of two directions. The one direction is it's actually done more of like escapish RPG or something where we all encounter Kraken or whatever and fight it,
Mm-hmm.
which was in Club Penguin had a couple instances like that. Sorry, I'm talking PVE here. Sorry. The other method is to just do it through mini games,
Mm-hmm.
which would, of course, it could be a player versus the environment anytime. Now, PvP, same thing. We could break it out like a card jitsu style game where
Okay.
you just go head to head, or we could just put it flat out in the world. So I draw a sword, you draw a sword, and we just go at it. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know.
You mentioned card jitsu. That should be really cool because card jitsu is fire. No pun intended. Um,
No pun intended.
A lot of
Dude,
you people, you want a little inside information on that one?
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
So one of the lead designers on card jitsu was one of the guys that actually worked on. Well, you can go to BoardGameGeek.com and look it up. It's Michael Elliott. So he worked on the mid seasons of Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
So if you guys ever played Magic, the card game,
Yes.
card jitsu is also part of his portfolio.
Mike Elliott.
That's wow.
Interesting.
Okay, that's cool.
I think PvE is going to be huge.
For
Absolutely
sure.
huge for keeping people. People love to go on. They love to chat. They love to hang out. And at the same time, top of your screen,
Yep.
hey, go gather 3 of these with a friend. Like just simple stuff, man. Like you said, if you can up the speed and if it's simple and you can just PvE and there's whatever. I've seen games. There's gems on the ground that spawn. There's anything towards your style of game.
I like the
PVE is
grass.
dominant.
I'm gonna add a grass mowing. You can just start mowing grass.
That's what I'm saying. PVE always. People minute always.
All right. Well.
Love it.
So I'm leaning the one of two ways. I haven't decided yet. And at the end of the day, we'll probably just put.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, a little of both. Yeah,
For sure.
absolutely.
For sure.
Wow.
So you said the hamsters are going to be pirates.
Yep.
We kind of I asked a couple questions back and forth on Twitter if you remember, but I asked other critters are going to have other groups they belong to. Hamsters are pirates, and then mooses or whatever. Something like that.
Something.
Background
Raccoons might be a
stories.
thief guild. A thief guild for
Yes.
raccoons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something like
It's
that.
the original pitch of box critters with a raccoon. So, but I haven't figured out if he should be thief guild or should raccoons be spies or secret agents. But
You got to
Thing
Sly
is-
Cooper, dude.
thing is, those black bow-tied tuxedo-wearing critters are the smoothest of the secret agents.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I got to be careful here of choosing which trait. So I think the raccoon should probably be part of the thieving guild.
Yeah, no, that
Okay.
makes sense. Yeah,
You got to
Right.
leave that other critter that might show up because, you know, they are part of the animal kingdom. And they're going to have to be in the secret agent category, maybe. But that's probably too close. They'd probably just end up being, you know, something they've never done before, like auto mechanic.
No, that's all. Oh, hey, I mean, dude, that's sweet. You got vehicles and everything.
Yeah. Hey, vehicles, mechanics, fix your stuff up. Something
But
right
definitely something like that. So the idea here is you're going to have classes, right? Or
Beautiful.
traits.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you got pirates. By the way, the hamsters don't have to be pirates. It's just a theme.
Okay.
If we add raccoons, your raccoon is very welcome to join the hamster type.
Okay.
I think you got a good thing going, man.
All right.
Really good.
But when they come out, they'll probably be themed, so that we do a big, nice little social media push around it. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to mix and match them. So not only is it outfits and stuff, it is classy.
Okay.
So-
I got a quick question for you. Everyone's been asking me. I believe, when did you? 2014. There was a beta sign up, and everybody wants to know if the database is it the same? Are people gonna get their accounts? That's what I've been getting hit with all the time. Am I gonna be able to use my old account that I created years ago? I'm like, dude, I'm not. I don't think so.
Okay, it's all here. I got both.
Oh.
But I gotta. This is why I'm delayed on my login. The lawyers are here. That's all.
That's it, folks.
So since I asked for that beta sign up, the European Union has passed the new GDPR rules, which is the privacy protections in Europe.
Okay.
When accounts are created or subscriptions are made, you have to be GDPR compliant. And when that was done, that was pre. So now it's post. So I have to figure out what to do.
I hear you. Oh, hey.
So the annoying part with the GDPR is it's required to have you re-register anyway. Everybody remember like a year ago, did everybody get those emails that said, please re-sign up?
Yes, we
Everything.
did.
I think so.
I did. I know exactly what he's talking about.
That's what that is. So what's going to happen is I still have to contact everybody that already signed up and said it's now ready to go, but you have to come back and
Do it again.
do it again.
There you go, guys. Make sure you sign up.
Hopefully, I get my username.
But in doing so, then I follow the rules and post the privacy documents and tell you how to. It's actually a really good rule. If you guys ever have any issues out there, we as game developers have to be able to delete entirely your account on your request.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's what the change is, and we are compliant with that. We can delete everything within the required time. I think you have 7 days or something, but we can do it. I just have to now post it before you sign up is the rule.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
times change, man.
It really does.
I got another quick question, my last one probably, and I'll let Joe finish up.
right.
Can we get a sneak peek?
I'm on my phone.
Hey. Oh, man. All right.
I'll break the fourth wall here, and I'll say we could add it in post production or something.
If you have
send you a sneak peek of something.
Okay, beautiful.
All right,
That's all I
awesome,
wanted.
cool.
Hit the stage, Joe.
Something exclusive.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Let's see. My quick notes here. We talked about monthly catalogs. Not going to be monthly catalogs anymore.
Nope.
No
But
monthly
it's kind
catalogs.
of. It's not a catalog.
Mm-hmm.
We got to work together, guys. That's what it is.
Yep.
Together.
You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it.
We got to earn it.
Teamwork.
That's
Yep.
great.
So since we know there's like going to be pirates, I'm assuming like what kind of weapons we can expect. I assuming a sword is already one to start with.
Yeah, like Play-Doh, spaghetti noodles.
Spaghetti. Oh, man.
Okay.
What else do you think? It should be like those cans that shoot the cheese.
Yeah.
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 It's like Bug's Life. Remember Bug's Life,
Oh
man?
god.
Anything you guys want? I'm ready to go crazy. They kept calling me back I wasn't allowed to put in things that I wanted. Like, if you did a bad thing, I wanted a SWAT team to come get you and put you in the prison that was underneath the lighthouse. But it was deemed that was a waste of servers because people would log in and just walk around their cell.
That should be awesome. That'd be hilarious.
Oh man, you're banned. You got to sit in a cell for.
Yeah, like let's say you get banned, you're stuck in a jail cell for like 24 hours or something, and every time you log in, that's all you can do. That would have been cool.
Perfect.
Yeah,
you could dress up, walk around, think about life, feel mournful, that kind of stuff. I think that would have been great.
Wow, that would have been so cool.
And I wanted a large whale to roll up on the beach and all the puffles gnaw on its bones, but nobody liked that.
I love it, man.
That was in the concept art of the beach, the old concept art. There was a whale in the background, wasn't there? Or was that something else I'm thinking of?
Oh, there might have been, but
we have
in the database. Puffle tag
is
your Puffle's actual coded tag is dead. Not
it is. He's not lying. No,
because the artwork is a pile of bones. It was supposed to be left in your igloo.
Wow,
that was deemed too emotional. Cry.
Too emotional.
So he left, ran away, just like every parent tells you about their.
Yeah, he went away. Went to go live on a farm.
He ran away. Oh man. Yeah, there's some dead fish by the lighthouse. I'm looking at I'm talking the original, unreleased one that you sent me a while ago for the Christmas book.
Oh, probably yeah. There's.
That's what I was.
He snuck something in there.
Well, you see how I work. I try not to get in my artist's way.
Oh
They just make it, and then they usually send me something, and I go, okay. I'll take out these things.
Oh man! Oh, kidding.
The original Club Penguin also had a bar, but
what?
Not appropriate. So
not appropriate for the time.
Oh my!
I always wanted root beer in it, but some reason the whole team wanted club soda, and I was like, I don't like club soda.
And that's what about Rockhopper is like a drunken pirate on club soda or something. He was always like crazy about it.
I think that was Billy Bob's thing. So he was I think
Billy Bob.
Okay, that's
whatever. Fine, it's yours. Go for it. It looks good anyway. It was pink. It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was all great, man.
It was actually the kind of cool thing here when I first joined Club Penguin. I think right after that was when they had the whole Save the Migrator thing. And
what year would that be?
That was 2008. I joined in 2008.
Oh, you missed the good days, brother.
I know I did. I hate myself for that, but
you missed the good times.
I did, but I remember there was something with the soda, or maybe it was with Aqua Grabber. You could like the soda seas or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
That was something like that. I don't know if they were correlated, but it was.
What was
speaking of clubs, what was that?
What did you sell? No,
that was an interesting story, by the way. That guy is our Aaron. If you guys everybody always looks at the hidden artwork where they see the Rocketsnail on screen. Look for the Flying Fox. That was his game studio.
Wow.
He made almost every single mini game in Club Penguin.
Really?
And that guy was a young teenager. And we had a policy at Club Penguin. We couldn't hire you if you were 18 because you had to pass police security checks, all sorts of things, due to the use of children's information and privacy, etc. Like that. A whole bunch of rules. All these kids kept wanting to apply, but we're like, well, you have to pass a police check. This punky kid, was making these games insanely great. So I had to hire him a different way, and he didn't like quite work at the office or anything, and he wasn't
you're freelancing
rooms and everything. Man. But he was too young to start working. I hired him and brought him in. He just made all those games. Aqua Grabber.
Wow. My mind's blown right now.
Hey man, talent comes in all sizes, ages, everything. Crazy.
Yeah, and he was one of the first to start buying bitcoins, by the way.
Oh, that guy's living good now. Oh man, that's funny, dude. All I think of was the movie Hacker from I think it was the early '90s or was it '70s? It might even be. What year did Hacker come? Hackers.
I don't remember.
I haven't seen it.
It was.
All right, next questions.
Yes, Joe.
Yeah.
Get them finished so you can go eat, man.
Yeah, we'll let him. We only got a couple left here. So everybody knows, obviously, the art style was Club Penguin. Cosmetically it looks Club Penguin like.
Yeah.
But and after everything we went through, realistically summarizing it, what similarities and differences should we expect from Box Critters compared to Club Penguin?
It's made by the same guy that did it, so I only do it way. It's gonna be different. The rooms will be scrollable, so there could be wider, smaller, narrower, taller. So you could actually climb up towers, etc., like that. So that's gonna be a little different.
Parallax? Like, will it scroll? You saying? Or?
Yeah, scroll like parallax. Because I got to be able to deal with eventually your small device browser through desktop. Okay. So,
yep.
If you guys ever go look at something like Battle Camp, you'll see more of a scrolling screen, right? Because you got to deal with, how do you deal with the smaller format, the bigger format?
Right.
Absolutely. So you're going to see a lot of changes there, just because of devices.
Okay. Right.
The interface, I'm going to keep it really lightweight this round. You're not going to see as much of it. It's going to be bring it up as you want it. I actually want to go more what happened in the MMO category, which is more windowed. You bring it up, you put it where you want it.
Okay, beautiful.
Right? You edit it, you save it, you organize it, whatever.
Wow.
At the end of the day, with Penguin, there's so many UI things that just some people wanted to. The reality check here is you're probably going to have 3 to 4 year olds playing, and you're going to have you guys. So
yeah.
Yes.
How do I create a user face for that? So if I start with a simple interface, the young kids can just go run around, scream, yell, swing swords. And you guys can all put in their playpen section. And then you guys go off on the bigger adventures because you've opened wide and you can actually hit maps, treasures. You go.
Right.
So I'm fully aware I need to put the controls more in your hand, the user's hand. So the interface is going to be a lot more robust, a lot more Docker, a lot more systems like that, right?
I like it.
I got to make sure, like I talked to the CEO of Animal Jam.
Wow.
On and off. And a lot of one of the biggest usages of Animal Jam is actually making video. So,
really?
And it's something we never did well in Club Penguin. I want to make sure you guys have tools for that. Like, start capturing the scene that you're in, play back the scene, turn off the UI. Turn off names, turn on names.
Hey, did you hide that? Was that you? Speaking of that, in Club Penguin, in the settings, you could like do up, down, whatever it was, left, right, one, blah, 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 and it would hide all the usernames? Or was that something newer?
Nope.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I didn't do that one.
Somebody hid that in there, one of your developers.
But definitely something like that. Just
no, I think that's a great idea.
It just needs to be up front and center way more.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Joe, give him one more, man. One.
Well, we do gotta have our fan questions real quick.
Okay.
All right. We do owe that to them. We'll bring these up. So, first one here we have is from Ouija Pie asks, do you plan 1 or 2 rooms for the beta?
Just 1 for now.
Yeah.
Betas. Yep.
It's just a cast. You're gonna get more. Sorry, the beta is gonna run on for a long time. A lot of people think it was that one little event. This beta is gonna go months. So by the end of the beta, you're gonna have a really big world. Lots of rooms, lots of environments, lots of characters, lots of things. Because we've got to test everything. We need everyone's help to test everything as we go.
We get to grow with it.
But the very first step, we have to make it work. Is the characters walking around saying hello world. A lot of people are making jokes about it. It's a programming term of when you create your first program, you tell the screen hello world.
Yep.
Because then you know it worked.
Always.
So the very first test, we might as well just call it the hello world test, is what we're doing is we're all just going to log in. Did your hamster show up? Yay! And I'm betting half of you are going to write emails going, "Where's my hamster?" Not going to work because you're probably blocking something or caching or who knows what you're. And you'll be able to chat. We'll say hi, say hello. That's about it. And I know that sounds so lame, but from a programming point of view, if one server can have, I want to actually see a break. Club Penguin never got to.
That's what I want. I want to break the server.
I want 1,000 people in that one room.
All right, guys, we're gonna break the servers during beta, and if we do it, he owes us
dancing and chatting.
I'm gonna work as hard as I can when I do my streams to get as many people as I can in there.
That's our goal. We're breaking the servers.
Yeah, that's
and if it doesn't break, let's say we have 1,000 concurrent users in one room. That is wild,
unbelievable. Yeah, Club Penguin was what, 80? It was set to 80 per room.
It was actually set to just over 100.
Okay,
but how it worked is, were you a member or non-member? We actually limited it.
So I was a member.
Members were 80, and then members were left a gap so that they could always join.
Yes, he's right. Yep, no kidding.
And then, but for Flash to not crash, we turned off all animation and movement at certain thresholds because the room looks so full anyway. You just popping. You didn't actually move.
Okay, interesting. No kidding. Yeah. So guys, that's the goal.
It went to about 100. I think it was 100.
100 makes sense. Goal 1: crash the servers during the beta.
Yeah, bring it on.
All right.
Not a hacking crash.
No hacking crash.
No, we just
we want the room so full you can't see the room. Okay.
Exactly.
So full, screaming and yelling.
Yeah. One more, Joe. One more.
One more? Okay.
One more.
That's a good one here. Oh, we got a couple just fun ones here. These are short. Jackie Jess asks, "Do you like the movie Turbo?"
Yes. Great team. Love the guys. Them off.
Figured you would with all the snails. And Plain Old Bread asks, "What music helps you when you develop?"
I don't play anything.
No YouTube, no music.
You're just locked into whatever you're doing.
Staring at the screen, listening to the stupid beepity beepity beep sounds over and over. Beep 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 beep. No, I actually run everything mute. Everything's off. I tend to just focus. If I have music, it's probably like a trance EDM or something. Or if I'm really whatever, I might go to a classic sometime.
He's a Fleetwood Mac guy. We know it.
But I never can have.
Yeah, I love Fleetwood. I love Fleetwood Mac.
Can't have any words.
No words. Yeah.
If I have words, I start listening to it and I don't do my job.
Or you start writing it into the code. And then
I don't know what happens. Distracted and doing something else.
Well, I think that's gonna wrap up this interview. Once again, man, thank you so much for doing this with us.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Awesome. One last question: would you be interested in doing this again?
Yeah, happy. I actually want to do these regularly.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
And keep walking people through it. There was none of this when we started Club Penguin. We were in a weird silo, and we just posted to our website.
Perfect.
Well, there wasn't. YouTube came out in. When was it?
2005.
5 or 6?
It was 5.
It was launched in 2005 on Valentine's Day because it was supposed to be a dating website. 14. It's supposed to be a dating website. So that's why it's called YouTube.
That's right.
No kidding. I did not know that.
That's it. Wow. It makes sense.
I didn't know that at all.
It's called, if you guys are interested, it's called pivoting. So companies start, they learn something, and then to do. What is Box Critters, guys? We're going to start building something, and then we're all going to figure out what we like, and then we're going to pivot. Don't forget, Club Penguin was supposed to be a massive multiplayer snowball war game.
Wow.
They pivoted.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, obviously.
And Ninjas were supposed to be launched 2 months after the original launch.
Yeah.
And they were built. We scrapped it and did Puffles.
Wow. No kidding.
Yeah, because the ninja mask was leaked for a long time, but nobody ever had
Yep,
real proof of it. That's
we didn't,
makes
and
sense.
that's why the dojo was connected.
Makes sense.
Joe,
It
what do
was
you know about the cement shoes?
Cement
ha
shoes?
ha ha. You found all the baits,
Oh yeah,
huh?
I found the baits when the orange message popped up 10 years ago.
Oh God. I was smart enough to not mess around with any of that.
Hey man,
Anything that sounded like taking out the mob, you should.
that's
Oh my
oh
gosh.
man, that's great. But hey, dude, absolutely, we appreciate it for sure, man. Whenever month from now, whenever you guys are pushing out a beta or further on, we'll definitely set up another interview
For
and
sure.
see where the progress is going, man. Look forward to that sneak peek. Don't forget about me. And like I said, hey man, keep skiing. Don't break your leg.
Oh,
No, no,
almost.
no, knocking on wood for you. But yeah, dude, I
Yeah.
appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
You can probably schedule my release and tweet dates if all you do is map it to snow. So
What was that? Map
Jeez.
it to what?
snow reports.
Uh,
How much snowfall?
Oh God.
well, I'm in Buffalo. We got a lot of snow right now, so I'm
And
sure you guys got plenty.
I'm in Arizona, and it's boring.
Everybody keeps asking me. They're like looking at my. This is where you got the idea for Club Penguin. I went.
Were you
Canada. It's
you were always
Canada,
in Kelowna?
Nope, not my whole life, but I've always lived in winter. So.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But yeah, dude, thank you so much.
Yeah, very.
We'll let you go get your dinner, whatever you're gonna have. So
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
thank
you.
you, brother. So have a good
Thanks,
one.
guys.
Yep.
Have a good one. Okay, guys, so you were promised a sneak peek. This came from Lance himself. It is an art for one of the new critters, and here we go. It is the raccoon. This is the art for the raccoon. Obviously, going to be a lot more critters to come, but we've only really seen the hamster art, but now we've seen the new art for the raccoon critter, and let me know what you guys think, if it's what you expected, if you're expecting something else. But there you go. There's the big reveal. Hopefully you guys like it. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully your mind is as blown as ours. We learned a lot from Lance in this video. This is going to be an exciting development. It's up to all of us to make it into something. So we didn't get to all your fan questions. Unfortunately, we ran out of time, but I'll save some of them for the next interview we do. And we'll definitely get those in there this time. So once again, guys, like and subscribe if you enjoy. Turn the notification bell on for each and every upload. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord server, and don't forget to join the official Rocketsnail Discord server at discord.me/Rocketsnail. And I see you have anything else you'd like to say.
Other than that, guys, appreciate you guys watching. It was a great interview. We have one goal. We want to hit 1,000 co-concurrent users during the beta. If we can do that, maybe Rocketsnail will give us something. You never know. But other than that, I appreciate it. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Rocketsnail.
Yep.
Have a good one.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
I think they're going to be really surprised when they start seeing the plan. Most people are asking about the box and the box critters, and it's not what you think it is. So it's going to be a really big surprise. Fundamentally, to the core, box critters is not going to have any shops, catalogs, or items.
We'll keep that on the low unless you want us to add it in.
You can add it. But that has to do with the boxes. You got to keep them coming with non-stop content. No more of this monthly catalog. It's got to be almost a daily drip.
And that's what I mean. Like, what if, I can just see it. Hey, Joe, you want to get on Saturday and go complete 3 quests? Like, just, you know what I mean, man? It's however you base on, I know HTML5 is a whole different experience. Similar to Flash, but different, obviously.
People all chatter. It's the same thing.
It's
just a canvas of layers rendered on screen with sprites moving around.
Yeah, absolutely. Personally, like I know we don't want to do the catalog aspect anymore, but I always loved that. Like when I was a kid playing Club Penguin, I remember you guys would update like the catalogs around 9 o'clock my time every night. Mm-hmm. Like once a month, we'd just, everybody, we'd just be excited waiting for those new catalogs to come for the month. It was like, it was amazing. But
you're gonna have the same thing, but
with boxes.
Imagine a box arriving.
Actually sounds
And
pretty
it
cool.
it says it right in the slogan. You're gonna have to unpack it every week.
Okay, well, I
know.
like
Hey,
that.
how about third grade, waking up at 6 a.m. to get on for the 2005 Halloween party? Was that it? Yeah, that was a good time. Never forget
Man,
those days.
I wish
man.
I wish I was using the internet more
Oh,
at that
man.
time.
You can thank Miniclip for
I
me.
was over 30.
Were you? Hey, man. Hey. Good times. Good times.
I mean, I found Club Penguin as somebody I met on AOL Messenger. That makes me feel old.
Here's my question. When did you wake up and honestly just go, holy crap, man, like this is it. Like the players, like when did it just explode for you, dude? Do you remember?
So in the big launch was actually in April 2006.
Oh,
That's when we were on the homepage of miniclip.com.
Okay.
Before that, we were just ourselves. And that was like 200 new accounts per day.
Wow.
It wasn't like enormous, but it was fast.
Just enough to keep it.
Like we didn't even add the second shard or server. You guys all call them servers. The traditional MMO term is shards.
Yeah, it is.
The second shard would have came in around mid-January.
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember highly one of my favorite parties of all time. Both of them would be the sports party of 06 and the Lighthouse opening. Can't recall how many servers you guys had. I mean, Blizzard and Frozen and Mammoth. All those were popular every day, man.
we just kept adding them like crazy. No one had exploded. Yeah, it would have been after April. Hidden into summer.
Okay.
That was insane. We blew way past the million count mark.
Oh yeah. Blogs were blowing up, everything was blowing up. YouTube.
It was wild.
Yeah, and I had a good talk earlier this morning actually with one of the former heads of Google.
This guy knows everybody.
But we were talking about this actually, the virtual worlds in space, and why did Club Penguin work, and why today will it not work the same? And I think a lot of people forget that World of Warcraft actually came out after Club Penguin. Facebook was after Club Penguin. The iPhone was after Club Penguin. Webkins, sorry. It came out 1 week before Club Penguin.
Blew them away. Hey, man.
1 week before. But you have to remember the advent of the internet and everything. People were chatting. You just said Messenger, ICQ, all those things were popular. And it was this novelty when you went online and you saw other people moving, and that grasp in your mind of those are other people.
Yeah,
they're doing something. They're moving.
I remember that.
It's funny.
Hey, Mom, I need $5 for a membership.
It's funny you say that because like the first time I ever discovered like an online chat, I couldn't get off the computer for the whole day. It was like
because you're mesmerized that it's other people.
Yeah, it was wild. It was like, whoa, this is like the best thing ever.
See, all we had was Bribble, man. Bribble chats, basic Flash chat system, and then.
But now you move forward to today.
Yep.
And we all carry our internet and stuff in our pockets, our phones, etc.
It's all normal.
And that idea that I'm chatting at dinner and my friend's having dinner somewhere else and we're chatting, we're together, is not novel anymore.
No, it ain't.
So a lot of people paint this picture of Club Penguin coming back and being this novel thing. And I'm like, no, that piece is gone. That door was opened. It's gone. The world already accepted it. And everybody had that, by the way. That was World of Warcraft. That was everybody. Everybody was mesmerized.
Right.
The first players of World of Warcraft, same feelings they had as Club Penguin. They were just older.
Absolutely.
But if you played the original World of Warcraft again, it's not that exciting. It's walking around, looking at other people moving around, swinging their swords.
Well, we're on to the Club Penguin questions. I got one or two more of those, and we'll get on to box critters. 2 words. Robert Penner.
Yeah, Robert Penner. Excellent guy.
I don't know much about him. Seen his name pop up in some coding I was looking through. You may have told me about him before. I thought he was a designer or the original room designer for you guys. I don't remember. Somebody, either you or Chris. Somebody told
No.
me a name. I can't
He
remember.
he is one of the top Flash, or one of the leading programmers out there. So he actually wrote one of the books in programming way long time ago, 1990s, on applying physics equations to programming or something.
I've seen his code in the ice rink.
he wrote the for Flash and every website you see on the planet today. Anything that has a tweening equation, a tween curve or a bounce or anything, that's him.
Wow, that's crazy.
So he worked for Adobe, he worked for Disney, he worked for us, he worked for tons of stuff, and just happened to be a local guy here in Kelowna.
No
and
kidding.
He just started working at the Club Penguin office, and he helped us really up our skill, because that guy's level in Flash was far past. Well, he was on the team writing Action Script 3.
Wow. Okay. Never dabbled in that.
He left his footprints everywhere. Wow.
So
that's crazy.
Fantastic guy. He actually works around the world now, helping third world nations do code farms. So if you need extra coding support and stuff, and he trains these people to do it, and he just travels the world doing it.
Wow.
Fantastic stuff. He's on Twitter and stuff.
No kidding, dude. Yeah, I tried to look him up one day. That's crazy, man, for sure.